Hello everybody. Continuing the recent theme of book-by-book systems, today I want to look at the Sigel Conceptum Flex Organiser system, in this case the A5 size. I've only found one video review of this system, that's in German. This video therefore may be a little longer than usual, as I'll explain the system and look at some of the inserts as well as reviewing the folder. Sigel is a German office supplies company based near Munich. This is a relatively cheap book-by-book system and it's aimed squarely at the business market. You can buy it in any color provided it's black and in any design provided that it is this one. But they do two sizes, A4 and A5. Bear in mind that it's a cheap system because there are some issues about usability which I'll get onto later. So as I said, it's fairly cheap. If you buy this folder with 3 inserts included, the price is 65 euros. Excluding the inserts, so just the folder, 37 euros. The notebook inserts are about 11 euros each, and there are some other accessories available which are about 9 euros each. So you can buy a full system for less than 100 euros, which makes it, as I said, fairly democratically priced. I should just say that if you're in Germany and you want to order directly from Sigel, be sure to set the website language to German, because otherwise they'll assume you're not in Germany and they won't show you the direct order option. You may anyway get this quicker if you're in a hurry if you order from another provider like Amazon, because as is common with a lot of German companies, they take their good time to fulfill orders. If you order on Friday morning, don't expect anything to happen before Monday afternoon. Something I do want to mention in terms of their marketing for this product is that Sigel used the term sustainable a lot in their marketing and their packaging. On some web pages they've corrected this and they use the term durable instead. But I think this is greenwashing. If you look at their item list, for example, which comes with the product, you'll see that they have the word, that's French, so they have the word sustainable here, and they have little pictures of trees. This reminds me of that absolutely fabulous sketch where Dina Monson brings home from work these plastic pop specs and they have a little sticker of a tree on them, and Saffron says, "How are these kind to trees?" And Eddie says, "Well, they ain't made of wood. How kind do you want them to be?" And that's the impression I get really about this product. We have a clear distinction in English between something which is durable, that is long lasting, and something which is sustainable, which normally means it's environmentally responsible. This product is almost certainly durable. It'll last a long time, but it can hardly be described as sustainable. There's no indication on the product or the packaging about where it's made, which in itself is really unusual, but it gives me the impression that it's made in a low income economy, and shipped halfway across the world. It's largely made of plastic. It comes in a cardboard box, but inside the product is wrapped in plastic, or the accessories come wrapped in plastic. There's nothing environmentally friendly about this product. So if you're watching from Sigel, please either provide information on what grounds you think this is sustainable, or stop greenwashing and correct your translation. Okay, let me first show you the mechanism for holding the booklets. So we've got some booklets here. There's a unit on the spine here. You can see this is made of metal. And the stopper at the top of these grooves, these are 3 grooves here, can be pulled off. And each plastic booklet has an attachment, which you can see here, which can be slipped into that groove in this way. So I'll put this on the end. It is actually, by the way, easy to sort of cross-thread. So part of this being in the groove, part of it being out. And then you have to start again. So it takes a little practice to get this correctly in this, as you can see. So that's number 1, to-do list. 2, and notebook in the first groove. Okay, and then you can put the top back on. There we go. It's not as elegant as the X47 or the Rotorfaden system, so it's not something you'd want to be doing on a daily basis, really. In my opinion, it's a little bit cumbersome. Note that the top comes off, of course. This is a recipe for losing it, but Sigel have at least thought about this and have provided a spare wrapped in plastic, you'll notice. So much for sustainable. And at the bottom of this, there is a stop, just to stop them falling out the other side. Mine arrived broken, but as you can see, I've glued it together because I couldn't wait for them to respond to my email about this. It's been 2 days, still waiting for a response, so there we go. So let's look at the folder itself. The folder is A5. The inserts are A5. The folder itself is larger than A5, of course, to take the insert. So there we are. That's an A5. You can see the difference. It is 22.8 centimeters high. It's 17.5 centimeters wide. It is 3.4 centimeters deep. It weighs about 220 grams empty, so it's quite light. The cover is designed with these grooves. When you look at pictures online, you think, hey, you can sort of concertina this up. You can't, it's just the design. It's perfectly solid. It's made of faux leather. There is some give to it, so I'll give them that. I mean, obviously faux leather is made of plastic, but this one does have, it is quite stiff, more stiffer than I would expect from faux leather, but it does have some give, so it does have some tactile properties of leather. On the spine, we have the Sigel brand embossed, and at the back we have just the mechanism for holding the elastic, which holds the folder closed. Let's look inside. On the inside, on the left-hand side, we have a soft lining. It's reminiscent of felt. It's not wool felt. It's in my opinion, it's something artificial. There are 2 folders at the top, sort of business card sized, and underneath it is a pocket which can take objects 14.5 centimeters wide, and it's 9 centimeters deep. And this is a real shame because it's just really just a millimeter too small for taking an A5. You can't force A5 in here. If they'd put the stitching a couple of millimeters across, this would be perfect for A5 papers. This is a slight design flaw or production flaw, in my opinion. This is a shame. The spine holds these grooves for holding the inserts. As I said, there are also 3 ribbons to act as bookmarks, 1 for each of the possible inserts. Inside the back cover, there is a small slip pocket here. There we go. So you can put A5 papers in there. And then a slightly larger pocket, slightly larger than business card size, a pocket here. Off center, so above the center line here, there is an elastic pen loop. And as is very common in German products, it's designed for very thin pens. This pen, for example, is 8 millimeters in diameter, and that is held already very snugly. A 1 centimeter diameter pen, this is a Carveco, is already a little bit of a struggle to get in. It's held no problem, of course, being elastic, it'll give. But anything above this, and it's virtually impossible. So this Safari pen, if I want to get this in here, I have to basically force it in like this, and it will hold. But clearly this is not the struggle you want to be doing. It's very common in German products, as I said, to have these to expect people to have narrow pens. I'm not entirely sure why. This Lamy is the most popular fountain pen in Germany, and that's 1.2 centimeters. This Carveco is 1 centimeter. So why it should be, they should make them so small, I don't know, but you can hold a pen. You just have to be aware of which sizes you can get in there. The problems with this really begun with the functionality of the inserts. Being cheap doesn't mean that a product should be less functional. The folder lace flats, but the notebooks have very stiff bindings. I try to break these bindings. I try to break it like as you could break a paperback book. It just can't be done. These bindings are so tough, so fixed. It can't be done. So you either have to write on this very uneven surface. You have to hold it down and write on the surface like this. And obviously writing on the left hand side is going to be uneven, or you have to hold the right hand side down if you're writing on this hand, and then you have to move this across and hold this down with writing on this side. It's a struggle. It's a struggle to do it. Or if you start at the front, you have to crease down every page. So I can crease down that page, and then when I'm on this page, I can crease this down, and then on this page I can, and that will work if that's what you want to do. Not my ideal way of working. If I wanted to, yeah, every time you open a page, you have to crease it down. Yeah, okay. It's not as functional as I'd like it to be, and I guess this is because of the system having this spine here, which you can't break open, because otherwise it would break the attachment mechanism. As you can see, all of the inserts have this slightly off-white, cream-coloured colour. The paper is acid-free, wood-free, chlorine-free. They claim it's suitable for ink, meaning fountain pens. I would disagree with this. I did a little test here with the 3 different pens. This is a Carveco thin pen. This uses very little ink, so I don't expect this one to bleed through. This is a Waterman. This is a Yada lead. Yada lead, in my experience, are quite wet pens. And if you look, you'll see that I can read through. I can see the writing. Well, I hope you can see. I can see the writing through this. Oops. No problem at all. I hope you can see that. And you can see that the wetter pen has bled right through. So again, this is a claim which I do not agree with. It's, as I said, it's a cheap system, but I think that is, it's not as ink friendly as they claim it to be. So let's have a look at the inserts. We've got notebooks. Notebooks are available with lined, squared or dotted. They have a place for the date and they have page numbers. They are €11 each, as I said. We have a to-do list. So this gives us tick boxes, priority, all in 4 languages. That's German, English, French and Dutch. The task, when it's due, and notes. And then we have meeting notes, So, as I said, this is very aimed at businesses, really. So you can make business notes. You can also buy inserts for mind maps and for Kanban. The inserts are not all paper-based, so I have here, let me have a look, I ordered also some other inserts. This insert is for loose leaf, so it contains this attachment, so you can put an A5 paper in here. Now obviously, because this attachment is not at the attachment point, this is bigger than, you can see here, this is bigger than the notebook, so it will conflict with the pen when it's in here, so you can't put it on the right hand groove. You'd have to put it further to the left of the grooves to do that. So that's one. Then we've got this insert, which is just a set of, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plastic folders which you can insert things into from the top. And again, it has, they all have this system for attaching them to the grooves. And then this, we have a Ziploc bag for loose stuff. Now, what I found curious here is the color of this one. Everything else is black. All of the tapes used is black. This one uses a silver tape, and I assumed that this was a problem at the production. They'd run out of black tape, they decided to use silver instead. But if you actually have a look at the packaging also shows that this is silver. So why they have decided to use silver here and black on everything else, I really don't know. It makes no sense to me. But then a lot of things don't make sense to me. There we go. And as ever, with a book-by-book system, you are wedded to the supplier for your inserts. So you have only one place you can buy the inserts, and you can only buy what they produce. And with their layout, you have to choose their layout and be happy with that. So it's a cheap system, and it's currently, as I said, the inserts are currently very cheap as well. But you have to choose to go with this system if you choose this book-by-book system. The folders lie flat, and the folder can also, by the way, be folded back on itself if you want to use it in that way. So that was it. I hope you found this review useful. The main issue for me with this product is the writability of the inserts, but it is democratically priced. So it may be a useful option for some people. I would say be aware of the marketing speak of the company, because it's not all it's claimed to be, but it is a functional system, and it might be useful for some people. So that was it, and look forward to seeing you again next time.